Hey guys, let me ask you something. In today's world, is marriage and having kids a personal choice or is a must? As a young Chinese person, many of us say it's a choice. But for our parents, it feels like a must. If you're still single or childless after 28 or 30, it becomes a very big family issue. They get really worried. They call you every week. They even ask relatives to talk to you. Hey guys, I'm Hai Chuchu. Today, I want to help my Western friends understand this. I want to show you why the pressure is so strong in Chinese culture and why many young Chinese are pushing back. Let's explore this big generational gap together. First, I want to explain why our parents see marriage and kids as something you must do. There are 5 main reasons. I explain them simply. First, the old way of thinking. In ancient China, most people were farmers. They rely on farming to feed themselves and their families. Having more children means more helping hands in the fields, especially boys. They can work hard in the fields every day. More importantly, they help protect the women and elderly in the family from being bullied by others in the village. They also guarded the family's resources like cows, sheep, pigs, and stored grains from being taken away. Marriage was the start of building a big family. This idea has passed down for thousands of years, so many parents still feel life without marriage and kids is not complete. It's like something important is missing. Third, face of social respect. This is a very important idea in Chinese culture. It's about not losing dignity in front of relatives and neighbors. My dad once told me in our village, when we get together, people don't care about how much money I have. But if I can see my son has a wife and give me a grandchild, everyone respects me more. If I see my 30-year-old son is still single with no kids, I feel embarrassed and lose faith. And then I understand it. It's a big social thing for them. They care about this a lot. Third, the standard life path. Our parents believe there's one safe way to live. Study hard, get a stable job, get married at the right age, have children. They saw this path work during China's faster economic growth years. But now, more than 20 or 30 years has passed. The times are different. The situation has changed a lot. Still, they think if you follow it, you will be safe and they won't worry so much. Fourth, the need to feel useful. Many Chinese parents sacrifice a lot for their only child, especially those from the one-child policy era. They put their own dreams aside. They work so hard just for you. When you grow up becoming independent, they suddenly feel empty. Helping raise grandchildren gives them a new purpose. It makes them feel needy and important again. I see this with many parents in their 50s and 60s. They just can't stay still after retirement. Fifth, security for old age. There's an old saying in China, raising children so they can support you when you're old. Our parents saw their own parents do this. It works well in the past. China's pension and social support system is different from the West, and parents worry a lot about future. They worry who will take care of you and who will take care of them. That's why they really hope you have children, so the grandchildren can take care of you when you get old, and they can feel at peace after they pass away. In their eyes, grandkids are like important family insurance. In many Western countries, parents don't put this kind of direct and constant pressure on adult children. Of course, young people in the West also face some invisible social pressure of marriage and having kids. But in China, the pressure is much stronger and comes from everywhere. Parents, relatives, neighbors, and society all join in. There's even a term leftover women for unmarried women over 27. This shows how strong the cultural expectations are. So why do young Chinese now treat marriage and kids as a choice? The biggest reason is the heavy economic pressure. Of course, young people in the West may also face similar economic pressure. In cities like my hometown, Wenzhou, and other big cities, marriage has very clear price tag. The girl's family often expects a fully paid apartment in cities. They also want a car, plus expensive gold jewelry, and luxury wedding banquet with hundreds of guests. On top of that, there's also the bride price or 彩礼. It can be anywhere from 100,000 RMB to as much as 400,000 or 500,000 RMB. This money is given to the girl's family, and usually the girl's parents decide how much it should be. All of this makes the total cost of getting married extremely high for young men in China. It becomes very difficult for many guys to get married. But here's the scariest part, buying their marriage ticket is just a down payment. Once you enter the game, the system drops the real balls fed on you. Having kids, there is where the lifetime subscription fee begins. Raising one child is even more expensive. In Beijing, some families spend around 100,000 RMB per year on just one child. A big part of that is education costs, tutoring, good schools, and extra classes. Overall, raising one child until 18 costs around 500,000 to 600,000 RMB on average. In big cities, it's even higher. Many young people feel they can barely afford their only rent and daily life. So we ask ourselves, how can we afford marriage and kids? On top of money problems, there's another big issue. Online gender wars between men and women are very toxic. Many influencers pushing extreme opinions just for clicks. This has destroyed trust between guys and girls. Let's be real, in this day and age, finding genuine and completing love has become a real luxury. Marriage starts to feel like a high-risk gamble. It can be ending big financial loss or divorce. Because of this, staying single and focusing on career or personal life feels much safer for many young people. Some even say they prefer to have a dog instead of getting married. I made this video not criticize parents. I made to help people outside China understand the pressure. It comes from history, culture, and different era. We don't have to follow the old rules, but understanding our parents' reasons can make family life much more peaceful. Next time you go home, maybe you can try to explain your feelings to them too. The old life blueprint is changing. You're not failing. You're just adapting to a new world. Thanks for watching. If you're Chinese, tell me in the comments how the pressure feels in your family. If you're from abroad, what surprised you most about this? Do you have similar pressure in the culture? And hey, if you like this video, don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button. See you next time. Bye!